Hey guys, I decided to make a tutorial for the Owl Father boss battle because I myself had to look through a lot of tutorials on YouTube and all of them seem to have built up a certain myth that the owl have to be defeated on a health-based damage because, well, let's face it, his posture does regenerate pretty fast. And I was watching a YouTuber named Fighting Cowboy, and he's amazing. He's been actually really helpful in my quest to try not to be scared of all the bosses and try to get all the unknowns in an area. And as I was stuck in this boss battle for more than 3 hours, which hasn't even happened with literally any of the bosses, and a From Software amateur. So I was watching his specific fight with the Owl Father, and I kept asking myself what I'm doing wrong. And I didn't realize yet the secret behind it. I was just dying over and over again, learning his moveset, which again is really helpful. However, after you've died a couple hundred times to a Health Father and you basically know his moveset like the back of your hand. Oh, by the way, just to highlight, this certain death that I faced, do not thrust at him, because he can Mikiri Counter, my favorite move in the game. Yes, here's the basic idea behind the owl. He can do everything you can, and obviously he's a boss, so he can do them better. So think about it from the enemy's perspective. Do they simply focus on your health, or do they keep hacking away until even your posture breaks and you eventually die from exhaustion? Because that's how Sekiro works, and that's how it's meant to be played unless you're facing a beast. So here's my final playthrough with him, with me being aggressive. I just have to add one thing. Being aggressive does not mean you're gonna spam the attack button like it's Devil May Cry, because it's not. It's a dance. A dance where you must remember every step the enemy's gonna take. And here's the little problem. If you simply dodge like it's a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne game, then your enemy, in this case the owl, is simply gonna stand around and just walk in a circle while recovering their posture, which he did a second ago like you guys saw. Instead of letting him do that, you push, while remembering to dodge or deflect or simply match his steps. What that does is not kill him outright. It keeps his posture bar at a consistent rise. What I basically did was 2 hits and then deflect, or 2 or 3 deflects like you saw here, because he does go into a combo, and then when he goes into the overhead slash, sometimes I can't pronounce, but when he goes into the overhead slash, it's supposed to be a bait as per the design. So instead you bait him. Instead of dodging all the way to his back, you pretend to deflect, and at the last moment you dodge a little to the side, which does not break him out of the overhead slash animation, and when he does it on the ground, he gets stuck for quite a good few seconds, and when that happens, it's your chance. Here's my second advice. Of all the YouTube tutorials I've seen, all the pro gamers and even the pretty amateur ones, they all depend on either Ichimonji double or whirlwind slash, basically the two most basic combat arts in the game that really doesn't take a lot to master or learn to use in prime of the battle, but are pretty useful against him. However, my personal favorite, has been Mortal Draw ever since I found it. As you can see that I've been using it a lot in this fight. What it does, with the owl especially, because I've only used it against the True Monk and the Guardian Ape, aside from him, what it does is it chops away quite a good chunk of his health, even without the emblems, which is a great point in my opinion. Because, well, let's face it, there can never be enough spirit emblems if you're planning to fight like a true shinobi, because, well, But I've even seen it on Reddit, the people who understand the potential of Mortal Draw, and must I add, I haven't even unlocked Empowered Mortal Draw, so yeah, just look at this. Well, yeah, I missed, but the sheer power of the Mortal Draw is amazing. But my favorite part is how it looks like. It's calligraphy. And how it staggers the enemy. Because it really does. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think in the first battle I had when I actually died, I used the Mortal Draw accidentally when he was trying to thrust or something, and it actually stopped his attack, and that's how powerful the Mortal Draw is, so do not sleep on it. Again, sure, if you're not comfortable using Mortal Draw, because it does take a little while to wind up, don't go for it right away with him, because with the Owl Father, you're gonna have to judge your windows to pull off something as lengthy as a combat art. Also, third advice, side note, basically, do not let yourself get backed up into a corner like I did a few seconds ago. When the camera follows you into a corner, it's a huge drawback. I have died multiple times to bosses because of that. It's probably the only time I've actually been mad at Sekiro, even though it's probably one of the most difficult games out there, because difficulty can be handled with practice, but stupid chinks in the armor like camera movement, getting stuck in a corner, and you dying in a really mundane manner is just not tolerable. But you gotta give it to From Software. They've done a pretty amazing job. I really don't wanna. Oh, also, yes, I did thrust there, survived without getting Mikiri countered because I thrusted at him from behind, so that's different. B, talking about the moveset, a blessed chance to attack him is when he throws a shuriken at you and jumps in the air. Do not follow the Lady Butterfly path or try to shuriken him or anything. Just dodge. Just dodge enough so you can get back behind him, and then, when he's on the ground, chop away. Second chance, or second window to attack him or use your combat arts is when he does the firecracker. Teach your muscles. Now, I know it sounds like an overstatement at this point, but if you've been in this fight, you know what I'm talking about. You have to train your muscles. This is not just This is not just a boss battle. Come on, guys. We all know it. Train your muscles to not simply dodge backwards or jump backwards when he throws his firecrackers. Train yourself to dodge towards him diagonally so that you can get behind him, because that's a huge opportunity to use your combat art, unless he obviously pulls up the Mistraven. But even then, it doesn't really leave you vulnerable because it's his owl takes a little while to kick in. And a very... Oh, I died, yeah. But you know, he's almost dead. But yeah, the problem with that, with dodging behind him when he does the firecracker, is that sometimes he would go into a Mikiri counter and, well, this happens. So you're gonna have to prepare yourself to do the Mikiri, or, you know, you're basically screwed. Anyway, learn his moveset. Do not let him breathe. Treat it like it's a dance and you're learning the steps, not just dying over and over again in a boss battle, because that's how Sekiro is to me. It's a dance and you're learning the steps. The rhythm is beautiful once you get it. It's not just a dodge and attack gameplay. It's as someone put it on the YouTube comment section, it's an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. So to end this video, I must say that this will always be my most favorite boss battle ever. Yeah, definitely. Because it's him, it's the father. Yeah, I honestly get consumed by this cinematic every single time I rewatch it. It's really special to me, because yeah, guys, good stuff. So yeah, good luck out there.